Right, we're on to Wednesday's maths, and our learning target is this time to subtract decimals with varying amounts of decimal places. So the inverse of what we were doing yesterday. Yesterday we were adding, today we're subtracting. Lots of you are getting really confident with your maths this week, so this should be a nice step up for you. Right, these are our questions today. We've got 4, but we've got some different methods for you to be using here. We've got a couple of nice problem-solving questions. So these will take you a bit of time to do, and that's why you've got just 4 today. So we really want those resilient skills, maybe a bit of trial and improvement, thinking about strategy, and some really good explaining to do on this one too. So that will take you the time for today. Right, let's have a quick look. So this one should be quite straightforward. Lots of you really confident with column subtraction. Lots of you showing us your work as well, not just your answers, which is really important so that we can see how you're doing your work and not just that you've got the right answers. So here you've got 5 to solve. You've got 1 here, that's the second one, and then you've got 3 in this blue box. Okay, so make sure that you're doing all 5 there using the column subtraction method. Right, the next one requires you to use a bit of a number line. Some of you find this quite difficult. Some of you, I think, will want to use column subtraction, but we want to see you using a number line. So please upload photographs of those number lines as well. Don't just put in the answers. Show us that you've used number lines to work these out. And you need to choose 2 of them. So they're 4, and you need to choose 2. Okay, let's have a quick look at a couple of these. So here's an example of the 23 add 4.105. So I've done my 23 add my 4, and that took me to 27, and then I've got my 0.105. Okay, so I can show that, and then I can add that together at the end. Let me just grab my pen. And if that's taken me to 27, and then I've got my 105, then that will take me to 27.105. Okay, so there's different ways of doing that, showing the jumps, but that's an example for that one. Now for the subtraction one, doing this one here where I've done my 19 take away 0.25. So here's my number line, and I've divided it up into jumps of 0.25 each time, and I've popped those in there. Then if I'm subtracting 0.25, it's 1 jump. Okay, so there's 1. If I was doing half or 3/4, it would be a different number of jumps. Okay, so 1 group of 0.25s takes me to 18.75. So different ways of doing your number lines. Some of you will find this tricky, but we want to see your number lines, so don't just put your answers for that one. Okay, this one's a lovely one. You have got to find the missing digits in the calculation. So you could have a go with using trial and improvement. Okay, starting with the far right. This is a little bit strange because you've got 0 take away 7 equals 3, and that's not going to work. So have a little think about what that number has got to be. If whatever you're taking away 7 from is going to leave you 3, that should help you to work on that one. So think strategically as well. Have a look at these numbers here, that might help you. Yeah, thinking about number bonds to 100, if you had 37 and 63, that might give you a little bit of a clue as well. Okay, don't expect to do that straight away. Don't expect the answer to jump out at you. You're going to need to think in a sort of mathematical way and try a few different ways out. Okay, see if you can solve that. This one's a lovely one as well. You've got Teddy using a calculator. He's got this answer, but he realises that he's made a mistake. Okay. But he's typed in all the correct digits. So all the different numbers that he pressed were correct, but he's got the wrong answer. So it says, can you spot his mistake? What should the correct answer be? So the really easy part of this is to solve what the answer should be. But what we're really looking for is, can you spot his mistake? Don't just say he typed it in wrong or he did it wrong. Okay, you've got to be specific. What exactly did he do wrong? Okay, so try and see if you can work that out and be as specific as possible with that one. Okay, I hope you're enjoying these problem solving ones. They're a really good way of you applying what you've been learning in a slightly different way and getting you to really think, which is a really great math skill. So see how you get on with those. Any problems, then talk to us in Zoom this afternoon.